Good morning. Here we are in the stairwell leading up to the sanctuary at one of the four smaller windows that was installed in 1901 after the renovation of 1898, which added this stairwell, an entry vestibule below, a bathroom on each side under each stairwell, and all of the windows in the sanctuary today. The smaller window here is dedicated to Mattie Brown, who lived from 1878 to 1899. And she was the second child of four children of Walter and Mary Ellen Ford Brown, longtime Dumbartonians. We know very little of her life, nor do we know anything about the circumstances of her death at such a young age. But somehow, we know that her parents threw her a Sweet 16 party that was apparently the talk of the town at their elegant residence known as the Lovell Estate on nearby Foxhall Road. Lovell was the middle name of their eldest son, Milton. While we may not know much about Mattie, we do know a lot about her parents, who were prosperous and well-known merchants in the area, as their family was in the business of raising pigs and butchering. Their farm, later known as the Lovell Estate, was purchased from the Shealy family in 1881 by Joshua D. Brown in Laurel, Maryland. And he was also a farmer and a butcher. The Shealy store actually still exists today. It is about 4 blocks down the street from this church. Joshua then decides to sell the property to Mary Ellen Ford Brown. Interesting, the wife of his son, Walter. Did you know that the District of Columbia was once covered with farms? They included wheat, tobacco, livestock, and agricultural products. And interestingly, Georgetown was one of the few urban hamlets in this mostly rural area. In fact, in 1850, according to the U.S. Census report, there were 282 farms and truck gardens within the District of Columbia, comprised about 90% of the land area. Who knew? The Lovell Estate and the Shealy Brown farmhouse represented Washington's early meat industry, particularly the practice of butchering, and which the Shealys and the Browns were prominent. In fact, most of the farmers in this area immediately north and west of Georgetown were engaged in this industry from the mid-19th to the early 20th century. And so, in 1915, Walter Brown, the last farmer butcher occupant of the property, sold the property, and its relationship to the butchering industry ended. As I said, we don't know much about Mattie, other than her famous Sweet 16 party, but I'm willing to bet that ham was on the menu. Thank you for visiting.